Now my mirror is like off to the side, so if I keep looking over there, that's what I'm looking at. Hey, no, 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 hey, no. I'm gonna be using a damp beauty sponge. I keep saying beauty blender, and I did have a beauty blender, but I didn't want to spend $20 every time I needed to get a new one. And so this is the Real Techniques. It has a little emblem on it, and it's Real Techniques. I get it at Target. It's two for like $14, and I like it better than the beauty sponge, the beauty blender, just because it has this like, you see it's like cut off, and so it's really just good for like mapping everything out instead of having to do everything with a rounded edge, you know. Now because it is date night, we're gonna be out for like a while, and so I put it on the back of my hand and I take some out. It's a lot of foundation. I put too much, but let me just scoop some back in. I know that's like, oh. Note to self, be more careful with the camera. Now, I like these pump ones, the ones with the little pump. And so what I'll do is on top of the foundation that I already have, I'll pump it right on top of there. And then I'll just dip my beauty sponge in, move my hair back, and just start working at it. And it's a bit shiny, but once the matte one goes in, it won't be as shiny and dewy. Because we only want dewy on the highlight, right girls? Don't forget that, guys. Just went ahead and finished my foundation off camera. But, so now, I usually use a setting spray. But because it's like date night, we're going to be really close to each other, I feel that setting spray can be a little sticky, and so I really don't want to do that. And so let's break into my brushes. Look at this brush set, guys. Like, I know Morphe has a lot of them, but the packaging isn't so cute. Like, it's sturdy, you can take it anywhere with Morphe, but I got this one on Amazon for like $3, and it's so cute. And of course, these are all different brushes. I'm a brush type of person, you know, but so what I'm gonna do is grab a brush. Of course, the brush that I'm looking for isn't in here. By the way, I have this really cute vanity, like a really cute girly setup. I have fresh flowers and everything like right next to me, but because I want to use this backdrop, I'm doing it with a viewfinder and the compact that I showed you guys earlier, because, you know, content. Onto concealer, and now I'm going to be using my compact right under. And already I can see that my foundation's getting kind of cakey, and I haven't even put any powder on, and that is the matte. That is because of the matte poreless foundation. Like, it makes it super cakey. So after a little bit, this Revlon will start kicking in, and it'll just make it a lot smoother. So I apply concealer. I know a lot of people like to apply concealer like on the forehead and everything, but I like to just keep my under eyes bright. Especially because, you know, date night makeup. You're gonna be looking into each other's eyes from across the table. Ugh. Can you tell I'm not a relationship person? The fact that I have a boyfriend is surprising to me, because it's like, I'm not a likable person in that way. So blend it out with your beauty sponge. Because I feel like it'll just be a huge block if I just keep it there, what I like to do is kind of bring it out and then up, where I'm going to place my highlighter, and then right under the brow too, put that concealer in. Just because if not, then it's just a huge block there. The concealer that I'm using is by CoverGirl. Now, remember, you always have to focus. No, not focus. You always have to find a concealer that is lighter than what your natural shade is. And that is to highlight and to bring out this sort of brightness under your eye. So because I'm not going to be using a setting spray, what I'm going to do is a technique called baking, and I'm sure you've heard about it already. It's adding excess powder to the under eyes and anywhere else where you want to set, where you think you're going to crease the most, and for me that's the forehead. Now we're just going to leave that powder on, and then we're going to wipe it away later. So now I'm going to use this flat brush with a Hoola Benefit bronzer, and what I'm going to do is kind of like a light contour, just because I don't want to go too crazy. I kind of want my eyes to be the focus of the makeup look, and so just put that onto the hollows of your cheeks and then add some blush with the same kind of flat top brush. And what I like to do is I like to smile just to make sure that I get the real high points of my cheeks. And then after this step, we're going to be wiping away the bake. Now, I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. I have been obsessed with this. I remember when everybody and their mother had this, and so now I'm taking really good care of mine because I'm really happy that Ulta is finally selling them in stores. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking out a shimmer shade because these have really good shimmer shades, and I know that you can wet the brush and all those little tricks to get the most shimmer out, but what I like to do is just to put a shimmer shade on my finger and then slide that onto the base of my eyelid. And I like to focus the shimmer on the base and then use matte colors on the outside. And what I really like about this palette is that you can build up what amount of product you want to use. More shimmer? If you want more shimmer, you have to put more product on. Now with the fluffy brush, kind of smaller, I like to pick out a matte transition shade and just kind of go in a circular motion around the crease of my eye. And then once I got that down, I kind of do a sort of cat eye and I kind of do a straight line. Now go into a darker transition shade and kind of focus that on just the outer. Now go with an even lighter one, but very lightly tap it in because these are pigmented. And focus that right on the corner just to deepen that crease up a bit. Just to deepen up that crease. Almost dropped it. Now, with an even darker shade than the one that we went on to the top, I'm going to be going on the bottom. Now, I have very round eyes, and because of that, I like to really accentuate that, and I've found that going under the eye really does that for you. So if you want a rounder eye, bigger eye look, then I'd recommend going onto the bottom. Now, because I don't want it to just be a single line on the bottom, what I like to do is kind of blend that upward into the crease a bit, just so it's not a final stop, you know? And that really maps it out for the eyeliner. Now, I like to use a fine tip, kind of like a fine tip marker, if you will, even though it's eyeliner. What I like to do is first I do the wing. I know a lot of people don't like to start with it, but I feel that if I do the wing, then all I really have to do is fill it in. So I do the wing. And I know a lot of people do not feel comfortable using their left hand when it comes to makeup, but I like to do it. And so I use the left hand to kind of fill it in. Now this is just with the left eye. When it's the right, then I can do it all with the right hand. Now I like to use this product. It's called NYX. A lot of people are getting into it. It used to not be very well known, but now it is. And it's waterproof for the inner waterline. Now a lot of people like to do it on the upper lash line too for the inner corners, but what I like to do is just the lower lash line. And I really focus it in the corners just because I'm going for a cat eye effect. And now every girl's favorite part is the mascara. Now I'm using this, has a bit of a naughty name, but I like mascara just because it really adds to the look. And of course I curled my lashes, but I don't want to do that on camera for fear of looking weird. And then the bottom lashes, just use the top of it. Just use the top of the mascara. And then with a little fluffy brush, we do not use fan brushes on this channel. I go into the highlight, and I like to do in just a line right above where my blush is. And build it up. Why not? It's date night. You're supposed to shine. There's the highlight. Well, I'm gonna go put on some lashes, some lipstick, and I'll see you later, babes. Bye!
No. No.
No?
Poquito más. Ahí.
Oh, se me olvidó que no puedo. ¿Me puedes tocar la cara?
Ay, le toqué algo aquí al teléfono. ¿Sigue grabando? Ok.
Grabando, solo es de detenerme.
Se mira lo verde, lo azul y lo rosado.
Está bien, pero más el rosado.
Sí.
Ya, ok.